what I'm saying, scenario. But as far as them and what they intend is, yeah, y'all got to go from safe place to sanctuary city to sanctuary city. That's your underground
But people,
railroad. Sanctuary city to sanctuary
but
city.
people really thinking, but people really thinking that people walk from Washington D.C. to uh, Baltimore and shit. People really thinking motherfuckers walk from Alabama to
Oh shit.
goddamn it Mississippi and shit, or rode some horses and shit,
No,
and trying
nigga,
to
we
tell
might
people
have
that
a caravan.
we had a
Nigga might have
synchronized
caravan.
we had a synchronized water system over here. There's no such thing as two rivers in America. There's only one river, and it turns left and right every 20 miles. And that's what they hide in the greatness of our ancestors and what they built with their hands. Unless you believe that, like somebody else built this river system, and I just like look into that, and you see that all of our cities is built off this magnificent river system that stretches from Alaska, it goes all the way down to Rio Grande, Texas, and shit, and goes from the Potomac River all the way to motherfucking the Missouri River, and goddamn it, Portland, some goddamn where. That's all I'm trying to say.
So
It
you
really
saying
shows how great we was though. But autograph.
the other rivers are tributaries? What you saying to the
No, I think
Mississippi?
that's a disrespect when we say like a tributary. Like I ain't saying you wrong, but I'm just like there is one river system. It's something that's hidden in our history that we have one river that stretches from Alaska, which I mean north, all the way to the Mexico border in the Caribbean. Oh, I mean in the Gulf of Mexico. It's one river, and then it stretched from the Potomac River, which is in Washington D.C., all the way to Portland. It's one river.
Well, we got different rivers. Like in Michigan, you got rivers that come from the Great Lakes. They ain't like tied into the Mississippi. But you talking about
I
the bigger
promise
rivers.
you they are. I promise you that every river that comes from Michigan goes to because there's a shelf right there. It's even called the Niagara Falls, and all the water that comes from Canada falls off that shelf, and it all is guided to the Mississippi. Every last piece of water in America is guided to the Mississippi.
No, the Mississippi way in the middle of the country. I
Facts.
mean, it ain't Missouri ain't like
Facts,
What I'm trying to
bro.
tell you is
Listen, bro.
it's a piping
They
system.
damned.
It's a
Listen,
piping
he's
system
talking
in
facts,
Mississippi
bro.
River.
They damned, and there's 400 man-made lakes, which absorbs you from seeing or the world with the current
Nah, there's
layout from
85,000.
so
seeing.
If y'all
brother,
look it up, there's
brother,
85,000. There's
brother,
85,000 dams. There's 85,000. Just look it up. How many
hold
dams
on.
are in America?
So Josie, you
There's
saying the Great Lakes are man-made
85,000.
lakes, brother?
Nobody want that river work from Root. Get all that right now.
467. 467 made by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, who was previously the Department of War. So the
This is
Department of
what makes
War
Egypt.
But the Great
This is
Lakes
what
started.
are not
makes.
man-made lakes,
Hey
though.
man, this is what
They,
makes. Yeah, there are lakes that's man-made. Most of them are man-made because
but the Great
lakes are
Lakes,
reservoirs.
I'm saying the Great
Yes,
Lakes are
the
the
Great
Great Lakes.
Lakes are reservoirs, bro. All this stuff is
Brother, they're not
reservoirs, and it's supposed to
man-made
be
from a
drained.
word.
If you would just let me talk, my brother, you get the floor right back. I'm on the Concorde. As soon as my flight go up, I landed. I'm saying all these lakes are the low points of where you at, and they supposed to drain, bro. That's a copper field you see up there. That's why there's mist always that goes over there, because them is the great old iron fields and copper fields, and that's where all these cities come from. Is that stuff? They're quarries.
Exactly that, but how that works in society. For instance, like you already know that we're Aboriginal indigenous to this land. We've been here not a couple thousand years, not 10,000 years, hundreds of thousands of years. We ain't brought here from nowhere, no how. We've been coming back and forth here even before the land separated. So that ain't, that old diaspora stuff is modern, contemporary social engineering controls to separate these people mentally from their inherited land. Example, we used to always meditate up at the lakes, right? And those lakes are atomic lakes. They're not natural. They're made atomically.
Which lakes are these, brother?
We're talking about Ontario, Erie, etc., Michigan. All of those are atomic lakes, and they'll always have a mist over them.
So you're talking about the Northern American,
Yes, for the
Southern
West.
Canadian.
Yes, to feed the whole Western Hemisphere fresh water, including the Red River, which is also the Nile that they call the Mississippi, was dug. That's not even a natural river. We used it for trade, and we got mounds all on that river, all on up into Canaan land.
They're quarries. That's what 90% of these lakes are quarries, which means there was people. Go ahead.
Man, RootWords going in. I'm about to just everybody mute up. Let RootWords go in because he about to go into these are old quarries, man. Marble, granite, gold. I mean, just go in, bro. Just go in, bro. Tell me what a quarry is, first of all.
Where all rocks come from. When you go to every river place in America, you see broke down rocks, Legos. That ain't supposed to be there. Whatever river you go in America, you know there's over like 20 to 50,000 rivers up in this motherfucker. So they came from some place. And then you got to get the foundations of every city that's laid out in marble and like when they say Charleston, West Virginia, Charleston, South Carolina, they saying that city really was a marble city. Like you go to certain places and there's them cobblestones is over marble. But all them stuff comes from quarries like the Great Lakes. Shit. Like every lake is a quarry where the rocks come from. And let me make sure I say this. I'm putting science to where the rocks went. All you got to do is turn on a Google and say river rocks. They're not just little rocks. Them are square shapes that got blown down. So then my opinion of it is that's when you go to Egypt. And Egypt is when they left no stone unturned. And then you go to the Mississippi because that's the lowest point of America from east to west. Every river that comes from Canada goes to the low point. It's a plumbing system. All rivers from Canada go to the Mississippi. All rivers from motherfucking from Nevada on goes to the Mississippi. All rivers from the Appalachian goes to the Mississippi. And whoever made that system is awesome. And I'm just saying that our ancestors did. And that's what they're trying to hide from us because that's where all the cities sit on is this thing. And it's just an amazing masterpiece what our ancestors did. And you can't find it nowhere else in the world. Our river system that got over every city had these old canals that was made of like thousands of stones. That shit was just amazing though. Thanks for letting me talk about it. I just don't want to go everywhere. I just saying we got one river system, and when we get to them Great Lakes and all the rest of these lakes is quarries, and that's where all the stones come from, and they're all aligned on our rivers. Every mound, as soon as you look like 20 miles away from a mound and less, you're gonna find at least 20 to 50,000 rocks that's sitting on the river, because all mounds sit right next to rivers. If anybody don't know that. And then something was on top of them rivers. Something was on top of them mounds. That's called Bailey moats. And then when you put these Bailey moats to the city, all you got to do is look up the word Bailey moat. And Bailey moat is just, that's all you got to do is look it up. I'm on my phone, but a Bailey moat is just let me make sure I say this right. It's just a mound with a suit on it. Yeah, there you go. It's just a suited up mound, and if you look up a Bailey moat, you say, "Oh, that's what we had on our river system," and it conducted the speed of our rivers because it's a proven fact that in 1880 something, the Chicago River was in reverse. They knew how to turn the Chicago River at 5 o'clock in reverse, and then turn it back around at like 9 o'clock at night. So,
shit. Can you point?
So I'm just trying to put science to it. So thanks for letting me talk about that though. But there's a lot of information that I'm just learning about, and I think we all learning about that they hiding from us this great system our ancestors had over here. Thanks for letting me build on that, Power.
Oh, baby, we got another one. This time, a Pan-African. I was just in this dude's live and he literally kicked me out the live when I start dropping them receipts on him. He was going on and on and on about how we're from Africa and I shouldn't be disputing it. And we all know what I'm about to do. This is a map of all the freshwater springs on the planet. Because you must have missed my last video when I showed that America has 250,000 rivers, equating to 3 million square miles of river. And South America got another 2.7 million miles. And as you can see here, Africa only has 67 rivers, equating to 6,800 miles. But back to the map, because as you can see here, you can see the different colors. There's light blue, dark red, and orange. The dark red means it's a hot spring. The orange is the warm spring. The light blue is the free water spring. And the dark blue is the paid water spring where you have to pay to get the water. Now, as you can see here, America has plenty of freshwater springs, including over 1,600 hot water springs. And as you can see here, this is Asia. They barely got any freshwater springs. And as you can see here, Africa doesn't barely have any water springs either. And as you can see here, it says the crops from America saved the Afro-Eurasian civilization from starvation. It says the extra nutrition from potatoes, maize, and other American crops caused the world's population to boom after the 1500s. See, that's what you don't understand, is when Africa got our crops, their population boomed, but they don't have the same rivers as we do to support that population boom. That's why they have massive drought today. But you're sitting over there acting like all life came from here, and that's the motherland. You tell me what the motherland looks like. This or this? The whole top of the East Coast is a freshwater spring, all the way down to Florida. You can go to those springs. They're healing springs, straight from the motherland, boss. Don't make me come back up here. Peace to the gods and the goddesses of our universe.
Sisters, give me 30 seconds on that. When you look at a sailing map, because we're about to go sailing next year in the Caribbean and shit, all you gotta do is look at like a sailing map. They'll tell you about the just about a lot of little weird shit. And you see shit that never stop in the middle of the ocean. Like you see shit that's like a turbine. You see like 6 or 7 turbines. All you gotta do is look at a Google map. That motherfucker just
so listen, think about it. Why would the ocean have these large turbine currents up under, middle, in the ocean that come at certain times? There got to be a valve or something pressuring it to be able to down pressure for this current to go. They got currents that go all across this goddamn globe. These are what we call vortex energies. Vortex energies change over the course of time. Our ancestors understood this vibrational frequency energies and utilized it. You see what I'm saying? So they didn't use the pyramids just only as one stable. They used it as a trilateral thing. So not only would it have been used for a temple, not only it would have been used for healing, but it was also been used as a battery to power the local area. That's why you see houses and towns and apartments always in close proximity, along with ball courts in America, right next to the pyramids, because they're literally batteries. They're multi-use. But go ahead.
Like when y'all get to these ley lines, y'all gotta understand that there was no such thing as fucking cars back then. If y'all want to say there was blimps, okay, fine. If y'all want to say there was horses, but that locomotive, the invention wasn't out then. So For hundreds and thousands of years, everybody was dependent on the blimp, if you say that was, and the horse, if y'all say that was, but it was concentrated on the river. That was our highway, and we knew how to control that river, especially dealing with Chicago in the 1800s, where you could reverse and everything. Well, when you get to this river system, there's something that's broke. They broke. It's really called a flood. And we looking at a flood like they came 30 seconds. We looking at a flood only in one perspective, like a flood, like it's something like water raises and it demolishes the area. That ain't the only fucking flood. There's another called flood too, is when your pipes is clogged up and your toilet is clogged up. And that's what you call these goddamn lakes. And that's what you call the caves around this motherfucker. It's flooded, goddammit. That's what the Louisiana Purchase is about. People don't even know that. The Louisiana Purchase deals with Louisville. It deals with Louisville, Kentucky, St. Louis, Louisiana, and it deals with Mississippi River, which really was the Louis River all the way to Louisiana. It's called the Mississippi to the Colorado to the Ohio River, where they fought with submarines. We had submarines over here in the 1800s. Man, we could pull up to our Roman houses in the 1800s. God damn it, on a submarine. And this is in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm in Charleston, goddamn it, Virginia. My fault.
You have any information about these submarines you can point us to?
Yes, I show pictures of them all the time. I'll slaughter a person. All they got to do is look up post-Civil War pictures of submarines. Okay. There's pulling up the Roman houses.
Can I add something to that? Because I'm glad you brought it up. They had a submarine. I don't know how many they had, but they had one during the Revolutionary War that they tried out. They did have one. We had one.
RootWords.
Yeah, I'm saying this country was on a whole different level, to my opinion, which hey, I might could be wrong. But to the other history I'm reading, man, we was over here on some Superman shit. I ain't say space age and all that shit connecting to Mars. I'm just trying to say, man, even like was great.
It is great.
So, this is a map here of the Nile River. This is a picture of the Mississippi River. As you can see, all these extended little passageways of water that's coming off and feeding almost every corner in America, so crops and all can harvest and grow. Nile River, nothing. So the motherland, how y'all producing Africa? This is modern map. That's it. You got the blue Nile that comes off, which goes right back into the water, as you can see here. So how can you be a motherland with only one main river flowing the same way as the original? Now, let me tell you what I know. When you love a place like home and you have to leave home, you'll probably wind up going somewhere that reminds you of home, right? So if civilization started here and in the North and South Americas, and they wanted to go somewhere that looked like home, a river that flows up north instead of south, this would be the reminder. The same river that floats the same way as home. To find a place that reminds you of home. This river supplies no part of Africa, as you can see. This supplies all four corners of America. The motherland. The motherlands, let me say that. North and South America. Just want to put that out there. What are y'all feeding with that little ass river, with that river? What are y'all doing with that? What are y'all doing with this? Huh? What are y'all doing with that? What fruits are y'all producing right here with this? Look at this. This is an easy answer right here.
It's just some weird shit going on around this motherfucker, man. Salute, Chief, man. These motherfuckers talking about, well, Africa had all this shit back in the day. Like, nigga, it didn't even have a fucking water faucet, motherfucker. What you mean Africa didn't have a water faucet? Nigga, it got one river, nigga. On one side of the fucking continent, bruh. Like, you can put Canada and the United States in the Sahara Desert. Shit, nigga. How the fuck is that the cradle of civilization, bro? You got one river that's like on the far east side. So I'm like, well, this is where everything comes from. Like, bitch, you need two rivers, nigga. You need the longitude and latitude river, and you need the motherfucking vertical. You need the longitude and the latitude. It's just that simple. Yeah, people talk about, hold on, man, I'm start confronting this shit. Nothing comes from that motherfucker. How the fuck you gonna talk about strawberries and raspberries and all that shit? Grow over there and shit, and fucking plums and shit. And goofy motherfuckers starting to say cotton is over in that motherfucker, man. You need 2 seasons, motherfucker. You need something that's forever spring, bitch. You know, like Florida is forever spring. Because everything springs out the ground right about then. There's no such place as spring over in motherfucking Africa. That's scorched land. It's so scorched, half that bitch a fucking desert. Nothing comes from a desert, bro. I could tell if you idiots said it was South Africa, where they at least got some type of fucking tree, herbs there or some shit. That's what I'm saying. You paying boo-boo motherfuckers is crazy, nigga. Like, they don't have seasons over in that motherfucker. How can you grow watermelons without seasons, nigga? How can you grow cotton, nigga, without a creek, nigga? You need creeks, bro. Is there even one creek? Is there a river that connects to a river over in that motherfucker? Like, nigga, is there any tributaries over in that motherfucker? I pay tribute to the Mississippi and the Ohio. I pay tribute to the Mississippi, Ohio, and the Missouri. Motherfucker. How the fuck you saying y'all the cradle of civilizations and don't got no tributaries around that bitch? I don't know. I mean, some of you pan boo-boo motherfuckers be getting on my nerves with that shit. Like, dude, the so-called slave story is on the whole west coast of Africa, there's not a port, bro. Do you get what I mean? There's not a fucking port, which means you cannot enter the north side or the west side of Africa. You can't enter that bitch. Do you get what the fuck I'm saying? They don't have no river that connects to the Atlantic Ocean. Talking about this, the cradle of civilization. It's the only continent where you can't enter from a river. I'm talking about the whole west side. They're like, well, it's the size of America. The continent of Africa is so big, you could put America in the Sahara Desert. You don't even have a river up in that motherfucker, bruh. You can't make nothing without a river, bro. Something strange going on with Africa. No, that's the cradle of nothing. Yeah, I be getting pissed at motherfuckers like nothing come from that bitch. Not even 2 rivers, nigga. What about the Nile River? What about the Nile River? Man, you Pan-African motherfuckers don't come from East Africa, bitch. Y'all be saying me and my motherfucking aboriginals don't come from motherfucking Mexico, nigga. You saying me and my aboriginals wasn't out in California, nigga. Nigga, you slave fucks ain't from East Africa. Quit claiming the East African river, nigga. If your ancestors do come from Africa, nigga, y'all wasn't over there in the motherfucking East African river now, nigga. Y'all niggas was over in Central Africa and West Africa where there's no rivers at, nigga. No trees at. Nigga, y'all couldn't make no fucking cradles, nigga. That's just all I'm saying. How the fuck is that the cradle of civilization? You can't even make a cradle in the whole northern hemisphere. Like from Sudan on up, nigga. All the way to Kuwait, some goddamn weird, nigga. There ain't no fucking God, nigga. There ain't nothing to guard over in that motherfucker. How the fuck you gonna... Well, this is where paper came from. Like, bitch, to make paper, you need papyrus and you need water. Water, motherfucker. Not the Red Sea water. Not the fucking Indian Ocean. Message, Indian Ocean. Not the motherfucking Suez Canal and shit. Suez Canal. Nigga, you need river water. The fuck? Nothing comes from where there ain't rivers. Plural. It's just that simple, bro. Whoever around the world except for Africa said, look, we're going to listen to the Bible around this bitch. There's going to be a domain river for these motherfucking animals that lick their balls and ass and lick everybody's face. And then there's going to be a river for us. Then there's going to be a river for fucking the fucking boats. I don't know who the fuck the ancestors is in Africa, but it is not a cradle. Thank you, Alan Hamilton. Thank you. These motherfuckers came to the coast. There is not another continent in the world more dysfunctional than Africa. You can't enter that bitch. There ain't no rivers in that motherfucker. I guess. So it's just like, yeah, god damn it. Motherfuckers had to carry people to the ports and shit. Like, that shit's just a fucking lie. The whole story of Africa is a lie. It's the cradle of no rivers. How the fuck you got a whole goddamn it something the size of the United States of America without a river in that bitch? And talking about, well, this is the cradle where everything in humanity comes from. Man, you stupid bitch. You ain't your mother. And whoever believes in that shit when you're past 40 or 50. Like, that's where the greatest gold deposit is at. Nobody eats gold, motherfucker. That's where most of the gold and the cobalt, nigga, eat some cobalt, motherfucker. Nigga, put some gold in a salad, motherfucker. Nigga, sprinkle some fucking platinum on some turkey, bitch. I get tired of you motherfuckers saying this shit. It's where the diamond reserves is at. Nigga, wear some diamonds when it's cold outside, motherfucker. Nothing comes from that bitch, nigga. God, it's not called the gold rush. They didn't go to Africa and said, well, we're going to go. The Europeans said, we're just going to move to this bitch and go to the gold rush, nigga. You can't go to every river and fucking... There ain't even no rivers in Africa. You can go to every river in America and follow the big river to the small river to the smallest river. And you can start panhandling around that bitch and find spectacles of cocaine. I said spectacles of cocaine. Spectacles of motherfucking, goddammit, gold around that bitch. I was just watching cops and shit, and they was looking at somebody's seat and saying, well, there's spectacles of cocaine around that motherfucker. That's all. You can't get spectacles of motherfucking nothing around Africa, nigga. You can't follow the big river to the small small river, and then set a claim on that land and say, well, we're gonna find some gold. Facts, Alan, I'm telling you, man, that's why I put in there, them motherfuckers don't even have seasons for farms, my nigga. You gotta have a spring for farm, bro. That means it gotta be hot, then it gotta be a cold front come in, and then it gotta motherfucking mellow out. Like plants love that shit. Like from growing weed and shit, being around weed growers, nigga, it gotta be on like a 12-12, a 14-12, I mean a 14-10, a 16-8. It gotta go on a 24-hour light cycle where the light be more sometimes and less sometimes. Then it get a little cold, frost in the morning and shit. They don't got that shit in Africa, bruh. I don't even think they got clouds in Africa, man. I don't give a fuck. People gonna get mad at me, man. They don't got them fucking clouds that be rolling around and just be pissing all over the land. They only got one river. That's on the east side of Africa. That's like saying there's one river on the continent of America by the Appalachian Mountains and shit. Like, just imagine the continent of America with just one river by the Appalachian Mountains and shit. That's just the only river. Everything else is just a fucking, just a small ass creek that the alligators and the fucking bears run and shit. Yeah, you go accidentally, go swimming in one of their fucking, you get your ass bitten, ate and shit, and you could never see your ass again or some shit. Fuck that, these motherfuckers. No, fuck that. Nothing comes from there. Nothing. Not even water. I'm not even making jokes about this shit, nigga. I'm getting scientific. Nigga, everything follows water, nigga. Nigga, cut off 3/4 of that continent because there's no water from 50 miles any way you turn, nigga. 3/4 of that continent don't got water. It might got 4 rivers in South Africa. It got some rivers, but it's not. Like, see, America got a river, and every river you go to, you're going to find 10 other veins. Veins. No, some you might find 20 and 50 different veins on that motherfucker. You can't find a single vein on the African river. No veins, no limbs. Yeah, come on, Kid Grebo, bring your goofy ass up here. Name a river in Libya. Liberia, motherfucker. Name a forest in Liberia, motherfucker. Motherfucker talking about life started in Liberia. Niggas is crazy, nigga. Name a contributory off a river. Name a season in motherfucking Liberia, nigga. Do they got 2 seasons over in that motherfucker? No, we gonna get on some fucking straight scientific shit, nigga. Sometimes I get tired of my brother Q Butter. My brother Q Butter be having me like, okay, I'm gonna get straight scientific and bring scholarship, nigga. Talking about this, the cradle of life, nigga. Do you know the cradle of life? You need 3 fundamental things. You need water, rain, and fucking dirt, nigga. And a whole bunch of rivers and shit, and farmers and shit, nigga. And seeds and shit. Yeah, it don't qualify to have no type of. I'd rather give fucking the cradle of civilization to Europe before I give it to the Middle East and fucking Africa, nigga. They got a whole bunch of fucking mountains up there and shit, and rivers and shit. It be raining up there and cold, and then it get hot up there. That's what you call seasons, nigga. So you can make fucking food, nigga. And no disrespect, Alan, we don't have. Let me look up this Grebo River he talking about. Okay, I'm gonna look up the Grebo River. Motherfucker better not have an alligator in that bitch. Grebo River. Isn't that scary though, man? I don't know. I'm looking for the Grebo River. They said the Grebo people, there is no such thing as the Grebo River, bro. Oh, yes it is. Images of the Grebo River. It's not called the Grebo River, man. It's called the Kavala River, man. This nigga crazy, man. Oh, it is, though. Man, if you see this little dirty-ass river, man, it don't got no contributaries on it. Man, this river look dangerous, man. Okay, that's one river. I give them credit. They got one river cutting through that motherfucker, man. One river, ah! That ain't good, man. That ain't good, man. When you start looking at this river, because I'm looking at this bitch. Man, this motherfucker, man, that's where the fucking... Ain't no humans on that goddamn river. That's where the alligators and shit, and the fucking piranha fish and shit, and the fucking zebras and the tigers and the lions and the fucking bears and the fucking goddamn the gorillas and the chimpanzees and the orangutans and the killer ants and shit. Them motherfuckers run that river over there, or they're gonna die. I'm trying to say the ancestors of Africa did not know mathematics. Like, okay, when bears get hungry and fucking zebras and fucking orangutans, they don't care. They're going to the river and they're killing everything in sight. The hippos and shit. God damn it. The fucking everything is going to run to that one fucking river. Your ancestors didn't say 1 + 1 = 2. One river for them crazy ass animals and one river for us. That's what you call a contributory and creeks and big rivers and runs. And no disrespect, Alan, we don't have many rivers. We have thousands of rivers. Thousands on thousands on thousands. I'm not going to say 10,000, but if somebody told me there was 10,000 rivers in America, I'd believe them. I'd be like, okay, you right, shit. You right, shit. And these motherfuckers got like, nigga, a handful of rivers talking about the cradle of civilization come from that bitch. How the fuck you gonna grow one river Grebo? He said the river named Grebo. No wonder his name Kid Grebo. That nigga come from the Grebo River and shit with no cities on it. There's no city sitting on this fucking river Grebo. How the fuck you gonna have sustain a cradle of life on the Grebo River when it don't connect to no other rivers or no other creeks? So some African family gonna be on the Grebo River, like, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, and they're gonna have a farm on that bitch. They're gonna start growing fucking cotton, and they're gonna start growing fucking strawberries, and some fucking kangaroos gonna come grab that shit up, nigga. Some killer ants gonna march right up in that bitch. Some fucking piranhas gonna grab their asses. Some fucking, every fucking animal is gonna attract to that goddamn farm because it's the only river, nigga. You're gonna die with, man, no, don't try to play with me and insult my intelligence. You need more than one river when you're dealing with the zoo, nigga. Africa is a big ass zoo with 7 rivers. That's why all them animals be around the rivers. When you have a big ass zoo, Mother Africa, I named all them animals. They got every animal over there. It's just a big ass zoo where you just wander around. Nigga, you gotta separate the waters over there. That's 1 + 1 = 2. I don't want my little nappy head ass kid, my mixed ass kid, going to the fucking goddamn it, walking down the street on the river and shit, Scioto River or the Ohio River, and the fucking giraffe jump about that bitch. Motherfucker get chased by a fucking orangutan or some shit. No, bro. Tell me nothing comes from them. Nothing comes from that motherfucker, nigga. Every state in America got at least 50 rivers flowing through it, nigga. Let me make sure I say that right. 50. I said 50. Damn, that's a big number. Every motherfucking state in America got at least 10 rivers in it. Nigga, 10, nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna put 10 in that motherfucker. You pop a state up, nigga, I'm gonna look that bitch up, nigga. Got so many rivers and creeks and fucking lakes and shit. Nigga, every state at least got 5 lakes in that motherfucker, nigga. That's just, no, fuck that shit, nigga. No. Hell no. Yeah, Alan, I'll give it to fucking goddamn it, China or Asia before I give it to Africa, nigga. No, fuck that, nigga. You gotta at least have 1,000 rivers in you. You gotta at least have 100 rivers. Europe at least got 100 rivers in that motherfucker. Europe the size of fucking California, nigga. Yeah, fucking old ass motherfuckers over there that's like 50,000 years old. They said, fuck that, we gonna have some rivers over in this bitch. We're gonna separate from the kangaroos. We're gonna separate from the rabbits and the fox. I think, what's the animals up in Europe? The fox and the deer and the fucking little rattlesnakes. They said, nope, you fucking animals, you're going over there. They said, we're gonna be over here with our fucking little Becky's and fucking, the fuck is their name? Becky and goddammit, Karen, and we'll be over here clean and shit. That goes on in every continent, man. That was a simple arithmetic, man. You go to the whole Middle East and shit, and they got 4 rivers and shit. Talking about the Muslims came over here in 700 after death and took over Europe, nigga. Them motherfuckers, what the fuck? They make some sand swords or some shit, nigga. The fuck ain't no fucking, nigga, what the fuck, nigga, how they make some boats, nigga? Ain't no trees over there. There ain't the Arabian forest, nigga. Nah, this shit is a disrespect, nigga. You see this nigga Kid Grebo ran. Like, motherfucker, he fucking one river human. That's all I'm saying. Y'all some weird ass niggas, man. Talking about civilization and the cradle of life come from over here, man. And that's all I'm saying, man. Weird ass niggas, man. And then these niggas, like, you gotta start talking to these niggas, man. Like, all right, now let's look at all farms in every part of the land. First, you come off the river. And anywhere in the world, you come off the river, and then they get you to a smaller river. Like, you can't even have a thought of a real farm in Africa, bro. Yeah, like your farm gotta be away from the big river because the big river floods sometime, bro. The big river even flow. Like, look, man, you might not want to have your farm all over here unless we're gonna crack your ground and you're only gonna get like 1 or 2 fucking flips every motherfucking year. I mean, I'm not even a farmer and know that shit. That's all I'm saying, man. These dumb ass shit, man. Yeah, man, then they talking about these motherfuckers. Oh, these old Africans went around the world, nigga. Y'all don't have no trees over there, bro. You gotta have trees the size of states and countries. Like, see, Africa might got a country called the Congo and South Africa. They might be full of trees. But you gotta keep them trees. They don't have a production of trees like we have, like California. We have like Canada and fucking North Dakota and fucking Virginia. These are states full of trees. This is a state we're talking about. We had states full of cotton and shit like Louisiana and Mississippi. These are small countries you're talking about that's full of fucking shit. Talking about they're the cradle of fucking life. These motherfuckers is nuts. That's the best I can say, man. No, y'all ain't have no farms over there. Yeah, we even have cactuses in our damn desert, man. He just put the nail on the coffin. Man, you motherfuckers don't even got cactuses in your goddamn. Shit. That's the nail in the coffin around this motherfucker, man. Nigga, whoever the fuck made y'all's desert did not make a fucking plant that's called a cactus. It's called your last resort, bitch. You better cut that bitch and start sucking like you a prostitute, nigga. And you gonna get a drip of water, nigga. No, how the fuck can y'all be the cradle of life and y'all got the biggest desert in the world without a cactus, nigga? That's just simple mathematics. Like, okay, I put the deserts of America comparing to the deserts of Europe and fucking Middle East. Like, damn, where the cradle of fucking cactuses comes from, nigga? Yeah, fuck that shit, man. I get tired of these motherfuckers saying that shit. I get tired of everybody's conversation, man. Like, motherfuckers just stupid, man. I like how you said that shit. Yeah, where the fuck y'all's cactuses is at and shit, man? Motherfuckers. And we even have rivers rolling through our deserts and shit. Big ass Colorado rivers and shit. You accidentally go too far left of that motherfucker, you dead, nigga. Yeah, everybody know, yeah. You can still find a river, my nigga. Yeah, they say you can get lost off in the Grand Canyon. You ain't gonna die cause you thirsty, though. They said you gonna die cause you cold, nigga. You gonna die because a mountain lion gonna eat your ass, but you ain't gonna die of thirst around that motherfucker in the desert. I don't know what the fuck wrong with these motherfuckers, but I just don't know, bro. Like, you will die in Africa if you turn left, bro, and don't know where you're going, man. There ain't no water. You're going to die. And I'm not joking, bro. It's going to be hard to die in America searching for water. Like, you're going to find it, bro. Drop you off anywhere around this motherfucker.
Now we're about to go down here to Chattanooga, and I'll try to tell you that all cities sit at a split. So it's proven that every city had a responsibility to the river and the other river it connected to. Every last city in America, it had a responsibility. That's why I'm putting the churches to this shit. All churches was on unison. Them bells that be ringing, ding, ding. That was a unison. Every city sit on a river split. They had a responsibility. When you get on here, I guarantee you there's some rivers around this motherfucker. There go the river right there. You have to make sure you control that water. I guarantee you there's more rivers. There's another split right here, most likely. That's small creeks. That ain't really nothing. That ain't really nothing. That ain't really nothing. That ain't really nothing. And that's where most cities splits. I forgot to tell people that. Like, you see this city right here held it down for this lake. Like, hold on, man, we gotta hold this shit down, my nigga. Cause if something bad happened, we gotta have them plumbers out there, my nigga. Cause if them plumbers ain't out there, man, we gonna fuck the next city up. Every city is a fucking split. But now we at the top of here. Let me make sure I did this right. I went past Chattanooga. There's where we at right here. Now you see it go straight for a second. And then the river goes back up by on Chattanooga. Oh, I ain't never looked in Chattanooga. Chattanooga look dope. Damn, Chattanooga look dope. Jesus. They still got some weird shit from the old school fair or some shit. Chattanooga look dope. I ain't never been to Chattanooga. I mean, I usually be in the maps. I ain't never YouTube experienced Chattanooga. Chattanooga look all right. Look at the old school building. Chrissy, you know, I'm on some weird shit though. You know what I'm saying? I understand certain things that you might not understand, but yeah, but I'm just saying this is old school. This is stuff that our ancestors built before these Europeans got in this motherfucker. They go to church. They go to ding ding. Right? I'm telling you, all of our cities, real cities, had churches. I like looking at our shit. That's the old motherfucking Penn Station. That's where the railroad shit was at, made by brick by brick. Oh my God, man. Yeah, this city hard as fuck. And you can tell they got the small roads where you can ride your canoe right up to this motherfucker. Oh man, yeah, this city dope. Yeah, and Google tells on itself, like, Google ain't expect all of us to understand, like, ooh, you're showing us the old architecture. Oh, Chattanooga on some gangster shit. Oh my God. Oh, Chattanooga. All praises. Chattanooga. Oh, come on, Chattanooga. See, people, that's like, I love looking at these cities. Well, come on, man. Who built that castle, nigga? See, I ain't saying that these right here are ancient. See, these right here on the side, y'all? I ain't trying to say that these are ancient. These ones right there. Nah, I ain't saying them. Nope. Them ain't ancient. Them, I can say them is what they built. But when we get up to these right here, these motherfuckers right there, we built them brick by brick, baby. See what I'm saying? We could just go through our cities. These motherfuckers know what they doing. Two totally different architectures, styles, and everything. Oh, man, this shit dope. I'm telling you, this is how our grandparents used to live, nigga. All of our grandparents was on the king. They used to live in the Grand Lodge. All of our shit was like that, nigga. We ain't never, like, keep trying to tell people, I think we lived, that's the real Celtic Highlands. I can't put no proof to that, but them is the Celtic Highlands. Shit, beautiful. They gonna say they came over here and built this shit. No, the fuck y'all didn't, man. No, the fuck y'all didn't, man. Y'all ain't even built this shit in y'all's homeland. In their homeland, the Moors built this shit, nigga. In the 1500s. This city kind of dope. Yeah, this city kind of dope. Yeah, I bet you this city got pictures for days. I'm about to keep on moving, though. I want to see something old, though. They better not go to a creek. And see, this is what all of our cities had before the so-called colonists and so-called slaves got here. Like, hold on, who built the... When y'all came over here in y'all's boats, where did y'all park at? Like, hold on, you know you got to have a marina, right? You just can't jump out of a boat and crash on the land. Do you know how hard it is to... You just can't park a boat next to the land? Little questions we gotta ask, like who built this fucking marina around this motherfucker, my nigga? Like, hold on, man, who built the parking lot, bitch? Let me talk about what the fuck on, man. I gotta say, they gotta answer for a lot of things. Here go a rock, Corey. So wherever y'all see a rock that ain't located right here, or in your city or state, you know it got picked up from right here, moved somewhere, and got blown the fuck down. Wonderful things looking inside of Google Map. They tell on themselves. Wonderful. These rocks up here, them rocks didn't come from up there. Rocks don't come from on top of fucking hills. This is where rocks come from. Rocks come from quarries. Rocks don't come from on top of shit like this. These motherfuckers was put up here because our ancestors were staying on top of that shit. Or they had structures on top of there. And this might have been the wall around there. I'm glad I'm on this shit, though. I can't prove it. I'm guessing. When you see these bricks right here, these is old walls that used to be around our city, bro, because now we know that rocks don't come from right there. I like this, though. It let me break down history looking at Chattanooga. Get them there. See little shit like this? All these fucking Legos right here. Like, hold on. How the fuck these Legos get on every river, man? Every river in America, you got Legos on them. But we know that the Lego rocks don't come from the Lego rocks. They come from rock quarries. But these is perfect Lego rocks that you could pick up and put them right together with some fucking clay. Just put the shit back together. Because we knew how to run the water. Castle Grayskull around this bitch. I don't know if that's new or old, though. I don't know if that's new or old. That's old looking at the top. That's old looking. Oh, shit. I just found Castle Grayskull and motherfucking on top of a mountain, my nigga. With all the rest of these blown up rocks on the bottom. I'm saying that history been reconstructed. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. You just got to really taste this shit and get a spiritual understanding of this shit. And spirit only mean breathe it out. And put it in your brain, nigga. Fuck got Castle Grayskull, nigga. Who the fuck carried all these bricks? Oh, man, they telling themselves right here, this better not be bricks in the middle of the water. There better not be a big-ass brick in the middle of the water. God damn. Who the fuck put these bricks in the middle of the water? God damn, they just tell. I like Chattanooga. Go ahead then, Chattanooga. Who put these bricks in the middle of the water? That was an old structure there that got blown the fuck down, my nigga. Who put this brick over there? Who put that brick over there? Who put that brick over there? Who put that right there? Fucking Lego, my nigga. Lego that came from right here, nigga. That's where that Lego came from. It came from right there. They put it right here and blew the rest of the shit down. That happened in every city, just like they said in the Bible in Egypt. They ain't leave no rock unturned around this motherfucker, nigga. Man, castles on top of all these mountains. I'm just trying to put the pieces together, the puzzle together. And it's going to be hard to get out this shit. Here go another castle. Ruby Falls around this motherfucker. And they said the Ruby Falls. I mean, the red man fell. That's all it means. The red fell, nigga. The reds fell, nigga. That's what Ruby mean. In Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and French, all that shit. Ruby is red, nigga. The red man fell, nigga. Here goes some more perfect rocks, but I can't say these is old rocks. They do some of this stuff on purpose. Some of this stuff, they do that on purpose, though. Not all of them is old. But a lot of this shit you need to check into. Not all of them old. Not all of them. Damn, this city is nice, though, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I would love... Look at... Hold on, man. Hold on, man. I'm not smoking weed right yet. I ain't even light my blunt. I ain't saying we built this right there, but we built this right there, bro. We built that old shit right there. That fucking thing right there, Rock City. Hold on. I got to find Rock City, Chattanooga. Rock City, Chattanooga. Hold the fuck on, man. Y'all playing with me, man. Y'all playing with me around here. And they went to Tariq Nasheed around this motherfucker. Y'all playing with me around here. Hold on, man. Don't be playing with me around here. Hold on, man. Hold the fuck on, man. Picture I want to see. What the fuck on, man? What the fuck up wrong with Rock City? Rock City around this bitch, my nigga. I don't know, man. Just looking inside the city's things to make you think,
I don't know, man. I don't think that just don't look like something they built. That look like something that been here forever, ever, ever. Like, Jesus. I want to look at some more of this shit. Let me look at some more of this shit. Uh-oh, down there, you can tell the same structure right there, that brick shit down there, just like it is up there. And it got a waterfall coming down. And come on, man. I got to get out this shit, though. I got to get out this shit. Stick to the plan. Chattanooga, dope as fuck.